Figure 2 shows the stages involved when testing for the presence of a food nutrient W in crushed onion. So we do have stages. We have stage 1. Okay, we shake. So we have warm water and crushed onion. Okay, shaking. Then stage 2, we do have add reagent. So stage 1, what has happened in stage 1 after shaking the warm water together with the crushed onion, the reagent was what was added. So here we do have what, a dropper. Then if you check, we do have a dropper here. Then there are some liquids which are coming from the dropper. Now these same liquids, it's reagent X. Okay, then now we have stage 3. The same liquid here, it's been what, heated. Then now when it is heated, it's going to produce a red precipitate. So mind you, this is a practical lesson. This is a what, a practical lesson. So question A, it reads, identify reagent X. So in order for you to know reagent X, you have to go to the last stage, the result stage. So if you check, we have what, stage 4, which is the result. Now what was being produced? We have what, red precipitate. So whenever you are handling a practical question, okay, it's very much important for you to look at the what, the ending part, or the result, what was being what, produced, or what was formed. So now according to the to practicals, let me say if you are doing a practical, then the ending result, let me say if it's blue, black, you would know that this, okay, practical, we are testing for what, for starch. Okay, and the reagent that will be used to test for starch, it is called what, the iodine what, solution. It is the iodine what, solution. So the reagent used to test for starch, it's what, the iodine what, solution. So the iodine solution, it will be used to see if a starch is present or absent. Okay, so that's the way it is. So here the ending result, if it was blue, black, we would have known, okay, the reagent that was used here, it's what, iodine solution. Now check, here we have what, red precipitate. Now whenever you are handling a practical lesson or question, if you have the result part, it has this let me say a color, red. Okay, since here it says red precipitate. Okay, or let me say orange. Okay, it's orange precipitate. Just know that this practical, it is for what, it is for reducing sugars. It is for reducing what, sugars. Okay, so here blue, black simply means starch is what, is present. Okay, so here if the ending result is red precipitate or orange, just know that sugars are what, are present. That's what it means. That's what it means, that sugars are what, are present. That's what it means here. Okay, so that's what it means. Then now the reagent that will be used to determine if sugar is present in reducing sugars, it is called what, Benedict's. It's called Benedict's solution. It's called Benedict's solution. So the reagent in reducing sugars is called what, Benedict's solution. Then the reagent let me say in test for starch, it is called what, iodine what, solution. So that's the way it is here, guys. So if you check the ending part here, it's what, red precipitate. So the reagent that was being released from the dropper here, it's what, it's Benedict's what, solution. Which means here sugar was what, was present. So if it was blue here, would have known that, okay, sugar was not what, present. So we are going to write Benedict's, what, solution. Okay, that was the answer. Then now we move. B, explain why the onion was crushed and shaken with warm water. So the question reads, explain why the onion was crushed and shaken with warm water. And the crushing and the shaking stage is stage what? Is stage 1. That's where the shaking part where is. So now they simply want us to do what? To explain what happened in what? In stage 1. So now it is very, very, very important that we understand the word explain in biology. In biology, fear the word explain. Marks in biology, okay, they are awarded when you explain things very well. So now the best example that I can give you guys is like this. Okay, so that you follow the concept. Okay, I do have I do have a mango. Okay, if I cut a mango, okay, if I squeeze, okay, so if I squeeze a mango, it's going to do what? To release what? Some juice. Okay, if I cut a mango, then I squeeze it, it's going to release somewhat some juice. So in short, the same juice that the mango is going to release, the same juice contains what? Contains sugars. Okay, the juice, if I squeeze a mango, the same juice contains what? Contains sugars. So that's what it means here. Now in this case, it's not a mango, they are talking about what? An onion. Okay, when the same onion, it's what? It's crushed. Okay, when the same onion is crushed, whereby the outer part it's being removed, then now it's crushed. Okay, that's what is happening here. So what will be reduced inside the onion? Okay, what will be produced or what will be seen inside the what? The onion. We all know that if we squeeze a mango, we are it's going to release what? Sugar. Then inside sugar, there are it's going to produce juice. Then inside the juice, there is what? Sugars. Then now, what of an onion? If the onion is crushed, what is it going to be what? To be produced inside. Okay? So now, let us try to answer this question very, very well. So it says, explain why the onion was what? Was crushed and shaken with warm water. So in our simple definition, we're going to say it was crushed in order to expose the cells to the reagent. Okay? We're going to say it, okay, going to say it was crushed. Okay, it was crushed in order, okay, going to say it was crushed in order to expose. So it was crushed in order to expose the cells, okay, to the reagent. Okay, so if it is crushed, it's going to expose the cells. Okay, so to expose the cells to the what? To the reagent. It's going to expose the cells to the reagent. Now here we have just if it is during examination, it's 1 mark. Here the marks are 2. It says explain why the onion was crushed, first question, and shaken with warm water. So now here I've just explained why the onion was what? Was crushed. So I've said it was crushed in order to expose the cells to the what? To the reagent. Okay, so that it will be very much easy for the reagent to react with the what? With the cells. Then now I'm going to say, and now I'm answering the last part which says shaken with what? With warm water. Then I'm going to say and warm water. I'm going to say and warm water. Okay, warm water was there. I'm going to say and warm water was there. And warm water was there to make. I'm going to say to make sure the reaction, let me say was faster here. So the warm water was there to make sure that the reaction was what? Was faster. So now I hope we all know that if it was in cold water, if we had to use cold water, the chemical particles won't collide frequently. Okay, if we look at the chemical reactions there. So now let us move to question C. From result 4, which nutrient in the onion was being tested for? So what was being tested for? Okay, in short, it's sugars, or I can say reducing what? Sugars. Okay, So we were simply what was being tested for here is for what? Reducing what? Sugars. Because of the red precipitate here. Okay, so which nutrient in the onion was being what tested for? It's sugars, or reducing what? Sugars. So now name the class to which the nutrient identified in C belongs. So the classes, we do have many classes of nutrients. Speaking of let me say vitamins, proteins, fats, water, carbohydrates. Now the class to which sugars now are involved or belong, we can simply say it's carbohydrate, which are energy giving what? Foods. You can say carbohydrate, which are carbohydrates, which are energy giving what? Foods. Now name one other class of nutrient found in onion other than the one identified in C. Okay, so apart from carbohydrates, okay, what other nutrients are found in an onion? Okay, there are a lot. Okay, it's not only carbohydrates. So vitamins, and let me say not only vitamins, even proteins. So vitamins, proteins, fibers. Yes, so since here they have just said one, I'll just write proteins. Even vitamins, fibers, they're involved. Okay, it's not only carbohydrates, but proteins, fibers, let me say the same vitamins. Okay, they are involved. They're about 4 if we count all together. So explain the importance of food nutrient W in the human body. So what is the importance of the same food nutrient in the body? So what is the importance? So we have to explain verbal. Here the word explain in biology. So if you check here, it's 3 marks and there are 3 lines. So let us explain. So we are going to say it gives. So it gives energy. I'm going to say it gives energy to the what? It gives energy to the body. Okay, let me say for activities. I'm going to say for activities like walking. So for activities like walking, playing, okay, or thinking, okay, or thinking here. Then apart from this, okay, I'm going to say, okay, not a full stop, I'm going to say and, then I'm going to say and it, I'm going to say and it can say and it, let me say and it helps, let me say cells in respiration to produce energy, all right, so that's all. Thank you very much. All right.